What I think is challenging, if you don't know about what's happening privately, right, is that Joe Biden was in his early 80s during that period of time. We all knew his age. That was not a secret. What was also true that I would find actually a little tricky if you're or a reporter of any kind is that while we knew there were problematic things behind the scenes now in 23 and 24, there was an aggressive all-out pitching operation from the right wing and from the Republicans about Joe Biden's age and how he was in decline and like sleeping in the Oval Office, a lot of which wasn't true, most of which, the majority of which wasn't true in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, right?
I mean, I know the feeling, right? Like you're under attack for like there's this distorting effect of like you're in this noise machine, you're under attack. You deny, you fight back, and at some point there's some underlying reality that slips away or something.
And it worked. I mean, when we had that got polling before 23 and 24, on nearly weekly basis, I mean, the biggest vulnerability for Biden was his age, right? Even before all this.
I mean, they were correct, weren't they? Like they were saying this guy is too old to be president, and like it wasn't just spin. Like it really like turned out they were correct. At best he aged very fast in those last couple of years.
Well, that may be, but here's the thing. My experience with him was that he was a person who told a very long story in the Oval Office, but that was the case 30 years earlier, right? So how do you differentiate? I don't know. You can still be critical of people for not differentiating, right?
Yeah.
And also was still somebody who put together a coalition to address Ukraine, who still was the person primarily negotiating big legislative deals. So it's like, what does it mean that he wasn't able to be in that period of time? Should he have run? I think if he had not run, this would have been a different thing, right?
Yeah,
A
totally.
different conversation.
Do you wish I mean, in retrospect, you must wish he hadn't.
Of course. Of course.